Okay, so first for ITF property number 1 is complete na. Now property number 2, T inverse of T. Okay, inverse trigonometric function of trigonometric function like sine inverse of sine x, cos inverse of cos x. Okay, so first one, for this one we have to remember the formula. This is important. Okay, so first one is sine inverse of sine x. Now one formula for this one thing is clear. Okay, again I am revising. Actually this is also done in previous lecture na. Okay, we have completed many questions based on sine inverse of sine x. Okay, sine inverse sine, suppose pi by 6. So this is like the form f inverse of fx. So I can say that f inverse to f cancel out. We know na f inverse of fx equals to x. Okay, then what we are getting? Pi by 6. At this time this is okay. Okay, because pi by 6 may be the value of sine inverse. Okay na, range of sine inverse is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So value of sine inverse always lies in the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and at this time we are getting a value which is lies in this interval. So okay, no problem. Okay, but sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. Now for 2 pi by 3 sine is defined, and for any value of this one sine can give you a value minus 1 to plus 1, and for all x from minus 1 to plus 1 sine inverse is also defined. So one thing is clear, function is defined for this one. Actually these functions are defined for all x belongs to R, because right inside we have trigonometric function. If trigonometric function is defined, then complete function is also defined. Okay, so sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3, but at this time you can't use that formula f inverse of f x is equals to x. It means you can't write this one 2 pi by 3. Why? What is the reason? Because sine inverse can't be equals to 2 pi by 3. Sine inverse can give you a value between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so when this lies in the range of this one, then directly you can cancel out. If this is not in range of sine inverse, then we have to apply the formula. Okay, and what is the formula? Also you know that value of this one is near to pi, then value of this one is that odd multiple of pi minus x to pi by 3, then what you will get? Answer is pi by 3. Okay, na? Answer is pi by 3. But now I am writing formula. Okay, so see, when x is not in range of sine inverse, so for this one we have to remember formula like this. Okay, what is the formula? In sine inverse sine x, remember this is a line na. If x is near to even multiple of pi, if x is near to even multiple of pi, then value is x minus that even pi. Okay, and if x is near to odd multiple of pi, then formula is that odd multiple of pi minus x. Okay, for easy remember this one. If x is near to even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. If near to any odd multiple of pi, then that odd multiple of pi minus x, like this one. When x belongs to, now actually I am writing here same thing, x belongs to even multiple of pi. Now even multiple of pi, actually pi, if I write n pi it means any multiple of pi. If I write 2n pi, then 2n pi is always even. Okay na, even multiple of pi. So if x belongs to 2n pi minus pi by 2 to 2n pi plus pi by 2. Okay, it means from 2n pi to before pi by 2 to after pi by 2. Okay, if x belongs to 2n pi minus pi by 2 to 2n pi plus pi by 2, 2n pi is even multiple of pi, so near to even multiple of pi, before pi by 2 to after pi by 2. If x lies in this range, then value of sine inverse sine x is, that is x minus that even multiple of pi. Okay, so even multiple of pi, it means 2n pi. It means just simple. If x is near to 4 pi, then you can use this one, because 4 pi is the even multiple of pi. If x is near to 4 pi, it means 4 pi minus pi by 2 to 4 pi plus pi by 2. Okay, so if x is near to 4 pi, then answer is x minus 4 pi. If x is near to 2 pi, 2 pi is also even, then answer is x minus 2 pi. If x is near to 6 pi, then answer is x minus 6 pi. If x is near to 10 pi, then answer is x minus 10 pi. But if x is near to odd pi, it means like x is near to 5 pi, then you can't say that x minus 5 pi. Now, then answer is that odd pi minus x. Okay, so I am writing now for odd pi. If x belongs to, Now this is for even. For even I am taking 2n pi. Now what is for odd? For odd you can take either 2n plus 1 into pi or 2n minus 1 into pi. Because 2n is always even. If you add 1, then this become odd. If you subtract 1, then also this become odd. So you can choose any one. I am choosing 2n plus 1. So 2n plus 1 pi minus pi by 2. Odd multiple of pi minus pi by 2. 2n plus 1 pi plus pi by 2. Okay. So this is the odd multiple of pi. So odd multiple of pi minus pi by 2 to that odd multiple of pi plus pi by 2. It means near to odd multiple of pi. If x is lies in this range, it means near to odd multiple of pi. Then answer is that odd multiple of pi. 2n plus 1 pi minus x. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, na? This is the formula. But remember, directly remember in this way, if in sine inverse sine x, if x is near to odd multiple of pi, then answer is that odd pi minus x. If near to even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus that even multiple of pi. Suppose if you want proof for this one. Okay, I am doing proof, but remember at the end you have to remember the formula in this way that if x is near to odd multiple of pi, then value is that odd pi minus x. If near to even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus that even multiple of pi. Now suppose if you want proof. First I am taking this case. If x lies in this range, okay, in this interval, it means x is from 2n pi minus pi by 2 to 2n pi plus pi by 2. When x lies in this interval. Now, according to this formula, when x lies in this interval, then value of sine inverse sine x is x minus 2n pi. And we know that value of sine inverse is always lies in the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay. Sine inverse can't give a value which is not between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. So first check that this is lies in interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 or not. Okay. So this is the value of x. But here what we have? X minus 2n pi. So subtract 2n pi on each side. Okay. I am subtracting 2n pi. If you subtract 2n pi from this one, what we are getting? Minus pi by 2. Now again subtract 2n pi in this one. X minus 2n pi. Again subtract 2n pi, then 2n pi cancel out, what we are getting? Pi by 2. Now one thing is clear, if x lies in this interval, then x minus 2n pi, it means this one lies between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. If this one lies between minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2, then this may be the value of sine inverse. Okay, so there is no problem with respect to value. Okay, it may be the value of sine inverse. Now I have to check that how can I write this one equals to this one. We have to check now that this is equals to this one or not. Okay. Now see for next part of this one. Now this is clear now. Okay. Now can I write that sine x is equals to sine x minus 2n pi. Check. Sine, we want value of sine inverse sine x now. So I am doing inside to outside. Okay. So first check that sine x equals to this one or not. Actually this is I am taking from this one. Okay, because I want to prove that value of sine inverse sine x equals to x minus 2n pi. Actually yes, sine theta equals to sine theta plus minus 2n pi now. We know now that sine theta plus minus 2n pi is equals to sine theta, because 2n pi it means a complete round. Okay, a complete round now of 2 pi. So either add 2 pi or subtract 2 pi, there is no problem. Okay, na? So sine theta plus minus 2n pi is always equals to sine theta. So similarly, at the place of x, what we have? X minus 2n pi, no problem. 2n pi it means 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, that is equal. Okay. So sine x equals to sine of x minus 2n pi. Now here what we have? Sine inverse of sine x. Now take sine inverse on both sides. I am taking sine inverse on this side, so sine inverse sine x. Okay. Also I am taking sine inverse at this side, so sine inverse of sine x minus 2n pi. Okay. Now here you can't cancel out sine inverse to sine. Okay, why we can't cancel out sine inverse to sine? Because if you cancel out, then you will get x, and we didn't know that x lies in the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 or not. X lies in this interval, and this is not minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. We are taking case now x from this one to this one. Okay, so here you can't cancel out because value of sine inverse is always from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. But see, in this case I can take f inverse fx equals to x, because I can cancel out sine inverse to sine. Why? If I cancel out in this one sine inverse to sine, then what we are getting? X minus 2n pi, and this is the value of sine inverse, and this lies in the interval of range, interval of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay na? Here after cancellation what we are getting? X minus 2n pi, and x minus 2n pi lies in the range minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and this is the range of sine inverse now. This is the range of sine inverse. It means sine inverse can give this value. Okay, so this is equals to this one. Okay, when x belongs to this interval. Okay na? No problem. Okay, but believe me, at the end you have to remember, this is just proof, doesn't matter. Okay, if you forget this one also no problem, but remember the formula. Okay, in case of what we have to remember, just simple two line. In case of sine inverse sine x, if x is near to even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus that even multiple of pi. In sine inverse sine x, if x is near to odd multiple of pi, near it means before pi by 2 to after pi by 2. Okay, then answer is that odd pi minus x. Now case 2. Okay, and I am doing proof only for this one. For other I will take directly formula and then graph. Okay, case 2 for this interval. If x is from 2n plus 1 to n plus 1 pi minus pi by 2 to 2n plus 1 pi plus pi by 2. Okay na? From this one to this one, for this one. If x lies in this range, now here what we have value? 2n plus 1 pi minus x. So first I have to check that this is from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 or not. Okay, how can we check? Here we have minus x. So first multiply with minus. Okay, if I multiply with minus, then this become minus 2n plus 1 pi and plus pi by 2. Here minus x and here minus 2n plus 1 pi and minus pi by 2. Okay, now if you are multiplying with minus, then change the sign of inequality. Okay, now here minus x is complete. Now I want to add, I want 2n plus 1 pi now, so add 2n plus 1 pi. Add 2n plus 1 into pi on each side. Okay, so if I add this one 2n plus 1 pi, add this one, then this will be cancelled out. Then what we are getting here? Pi by 2. Here we are getting, I am adding this one in this, so 2n plus 1 pi minus x, and add in this one also, so this will be cancelled out, minus pi by 2. Okay, so after adding this one, I am getting that this value lies from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, it means this also may be the value of sine inverse. Okay na? This may be the value of sine inverse, because sine inverse lies from minus infinity to, sorry, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so this is all. Now I have to prove that for this x, this is equal to this one. Okay na? In this one I am getting only one thing, that this lies in the range of sine inverse, but I have to prove na that this must be equals to this one. Okay, now see. Now can I say that sine x equals to sine of 2n plus 1 pi minus x? Both are equal or not? Okay, sine x equals to this one and this one both. Okay, but I am taking this one because in second part we have 2n plus 1 pi minus x. Okay, how can I say? That is simple. This is odd multiple of pi na. Sine of odd multiple of pi minus x is always equals to sine x. See, sine pi minus x, sine x. Sine 3 pi minus x, sine x. Sine 5 pi minus x, sine x. Sine 7 pi minus x, sine x. Obviously na, see, if you put any value of n, suppose I am putting 2. So what we are getting? 4 plus 1, 5 pi minus x. So where you will get 5 pi? 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi. Every odd pi we are getting this one. Okay, so here we have 5 pi. Now 5 pi minus x in second quadrant, and in second quadrant sign is positive. So this is equals to sin x. Okay. Now see, sin x equals to this one, but you want value of sin inverse sin x. Now take sin inverse on both sides. So if I am taking sin inverse of sin x equals to sin inverse of sine of 2n plus 1 pi minus x. Okay. Now see, here we can't cancel out sin inverse to sine because at the end we are getting x, and x is not in range of sin inverse from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, so at this side we can't cancel out, but at this side I can cancel out sin inverse to sine, because after cancellation what we are getting? We are getting 2n plus 1 pi minus x, and this is in a range of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. It means in range of sine. Okay, so hence proved both partner. If x lies in this range, then value of sin inverse sin x is x minus 2n pi. If x lies in this range, in this interval, then value of sin inverse sin x is equals to this one. Similarly, for every t inverse of t we can prove. Okay, but now finally there is no need to remember this proof. Just remember the formula. When x is near to even multiple of pi, then value of sin inverse sin x is x minus that even multiple of pi. If x is near to odd multiple of pi, then formula is that odd multiple of pi minus x. Okay. After this one we will take some example, then graph. Okay. Write down. Complete. Okay, maybe today we will discuss only property number 2, but please complete this one. Now see, for example, I am taking some example for this one. Sine inverse of sine 11 pi by 4. Okay, suppose this is sine inverse sine 11 pi by 4. Now find the value of this one. Now first check that can I cancel out this one to this one. If you cancel out sine inverse to sine, what we are getting? 11 pi by 4. Now 11 pi by 4 can't be the value of sine inverse, because range of sine inverse is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Range of sine inverse is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. It means value of sine inverse can lies only in this interval, and this is not in this interval. This one is greater than pi by 2 now. Okay. So this can't be the value of sine inverse. Okay. So first what we have to check? Just check one thing. In sine inverse sin x, first check that x lies in interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 or not. If lies in this interval, then directly x. Okay. If not lies in this interval, then identify that this x is near to odd multiple of pi or even multiple of pi, or just identify this is near to which multiple of pi. Okay na? It means this is near to pi or 2 pi or 3 pi, like this one. Okay. So I have to check near to any multiple of pi. It means minus before pi by 2 to after pi by 2. Okay. So actually 11 pi by 4, it means 3 pi minus pi by 4. This is the value na, 11 pi by 4, 3 pi. If you solve 12 minus 1, 11 pi by 4. So this is 3 pi minus pi by 4. It means 11 pi by 4. This x is near to 3 pi. Before pi by 2 to after pi by 2. This is before pi by 4. Okay. So this is near to 3 pi. 3 pi is odd. Okay na? This x is near to 3 pi. 3 pi is odd. So answer is that odd multiple of pi minus x. If x is near to odd multiple of pi, then answer is that odd multiple of pi minus x, and x is 11 pi by 4. So if you solve this one, what you will get? You will get pi by 4. Okay, this is the answer, and pi by 4 is maybe the value of sine inverse. Okay na? Okay, so this is complete. In sine inverse sine x, if x is near to odd multiple of pi, then formula is that odd multiple of pi minus x. From this one, odd multiple of pi minus x, when x is near to odd multiple of pi. If x is near to even multiple of pi, then formula is x minus that even multiple of pi. Now see, second example, sine inverse of sine 15 pi by 4. Now 15 pi by 4 is 4 pi minus pi by 4. 4 pi minus pi by 4, and 4 pi is even multiple of pi. In sine inverse sine x, if x is near to even multiple of pi, then formula is x minus x, means this one 15 pi by 4 minus that even multiple of pi. This is near to 4 pi, so minus 4 pi. So if near to odd multiple of pi, then that odd pi minus x. X is this one. And if near to even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi, and answer is minus pi by 4. Okay, if you solve this one. Third example, sine inverse of sine 17 pi by 4. Now 17 pi by 4 is 4 pi plus pi by 4. Okay, you can take plus minus up to pi by 2. 4 pi plus pi by 4. Again this is near to 4 pi. 4 pi is even multiple of pi. In a sine inverse sine x, if x is near to even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus that even multiple of pi. So if x is near to odd pi, then odd pi minus x. If x is near to even pi, then even x minus even pi. Now x is near to even pi, so x 17 pi by 4 minus that even multiple of pi. This is near to 4 pi, so 4 pi. Okay, now. So if you solve this one, what you will get? Pi by 5, pi by 4. Okay. Fourth example, sine inverse of sine 5. Now find the value of this one. Sine inverse of sine 5. Now actually now 1 is equals to 57 degree. Approx value of 1 is 57 degree. 1 in radian. Okay. And this is in degree. Actually pi is equals to 180 degree now. Value of pi is 3.14. 3.14 equals to 180. 1 equals to 180 by 3.14. You will get 57 degree. So 5 is around 285 degree. Now identify this 285 degree is near to pi or 2 pi. Pi is 180. Okay. And 2 pi is 360. Pi is 180, 2 pi is 360. Now check this is near to pi or 2 pi. Obviously out of 180 and 360, this is near to 360 now. For this one 180 plus 105, but 360 minus 75. Okay. So this is near to 360. It means 5 is near to 2 pi and 2 pi is even. In sine inverse sine x, x is near to 2 pi and 2 pi is even pi. Even pi, then answer is x minus x. It means 5 minus that even multiple of pi, 2 pi. Okay, this is the answer. Now I am taking last example and please find out for this one. Okay, sine inverse of sine 10. Okay, pause the video and find out value of sine inverse sine 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Pause. Okay. Now see the answer. In sine inverse sine 10, 10 is 1 is 57 degree. 10 is 5 is 70 degree. Okay. Now this is near to pi, 2 pi, 3 pi or 4 pi. Pi is 180. 2 pi is 360. Not near. 3 pi is 540. 3 pi is 540 and this one is 570. So this is near to 3 pi. And 3 pi is odd multiple of pi. If near to odd multiple of pi, then answer is that odd pi minus x. This is the answer of this one. Okay. So just remember this formula in case of sine inverse sine x. If x is near to odd multiple of pi, then that odd pi minus x. If x is near to even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. Okay, okay, remember. Now suppose if you want to draw the graph of sine inverse of sine x, x axis and this one is y axis. Range of sine inverse, this is the graph of sine inverse sine x, again this is the value of sine inverse, and range of sine inverse is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So you will get the value from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Suppose this is minus pi by 2 and this is plus pi by 2. Okay. Now if x is from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, then we can cancel out now because that value lies in range. Okay, so write first angle 0, this is pi by 2, this one is pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, like this. Okay, so first I am taking this interval. If now first for this interval, in this one x lies from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If x lies from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, then sine inverse to sine cancel out, and what we are getting value of y is, here we have y as sine inverse of sine x. Okay, for this interval sine inverse to sine cancel out, and what we are getting value as x. Okay, so it means for this interval value of y is x. So just draw the graph of y equals to x. Okay, y equals to x, a line, put the value. If you put 0, what we are getting? 0. Now put pi by 2, what we are getting? Pi by 2. So at pi by 2 we are getting pi by 2. Put minus pi by 2, what we are getting? Minus pi by 2. Okay, join them. This is the minus pi by 2, na? Okay. So if you join them, then you will get a line. Okay, so this is the value for minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 over. Now next interval, take pi pi interval for each graph. Okay, now I am taking pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Okay, for this interval pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Now if this x lies in this interval pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, then check this is near to pi or 2 pi or 3 pi. In these value, this is near to pi, before pi by 2 to after pi by 2. Okay, so in this interval x is near to pi, x is near to pi. If x is near to pi, then value of sine inverse sine x is that odd multiple of pi minus x. Obviously, now if x is near to odd multiple of pi, then answer is that odd multiple of pi minus x. Okay, so for these values, for this interval x is near to pi, okay na, near to pi, then sine inverse sine x, x is odd, so answer is that odd multiple of pi minus x. Okay, so for this interval graph is pi minus x, value of y is pi minus x. Now draw the graph. Okay, put the value, put pi by 2, what we are getting? Pi minus pi by 2, pi by 2. So at pi by 2 this is the value. Now put pi, what we are getting? Pi minus pi, 0. Now put 3 pi by 2, pi minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2. Okay, so join them. Okay, so this is the graph. So for this one value is x, for this one pi minus x. If you are remembering the formula, then there is no there is no need to remember the graph. Okay, because any time we can draw. Okay, now next, for this interval 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi and 5 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. Okay, in this interval x is near to 2 pi. If x is near to 2 pi, then sine inverse sine x is x minus that even multiple of pi. If near to odd multiple of pi, then that odd pi minus x. If near to even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. Now put the value. Put 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 minus 2 pi, again minus pi by 2. Put 2 pi, what we are getting? 0. Put 5 pi by 2, what you will get? Pi by 2. Okay, so graph is like this. Okay, so similarly to be continued up to infinity, this will be like this one. Okay, and if you draw the equation of this line, then what we have? X minus 2 pi. Okay, now also draw the graph for this interval. Okay, minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. Now for these value of x, x is near to minus pi, odd multiple of pi. Then value of sine inverse sine x is that odd multiple of pi minus x. Okay, now put minus 3 pi by 2. If you put minus 3 pi by 2, then what we are getting? Minus minus plus 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 minus pi is pi by 2. So here we are getting pi by 2. Now put minus pi. Minus minus pi is plus pi, cancel out 0. Now put minus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2, then minus minus plus pi by 2. Plus pi by 2 minus pi is minus pi by 2. Okay, I am putting value in this one. So again if you join, then you will get graph like this one. Okay, again you will get graph like this one. So this is the graph of sine inverse sine x. Equation of this line is minus pi minus x. So just simple. If x is near to odd multiple of pi, then that odd multiple of pi minus x. If near to even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. Complete now? Okay. Okay. Can I have? Okay, actually we have to remember only for 3: sine inverse of sine x, cos inverse of cos x, tan inverse of tan x. Then for cosec inverse of cosec x, same formula as sine inverse of sine x. Okay, for sec inverse of sec x, same as cos inverse of cos x. So next, cos inverse of cos x. Okay, cos inverse of cos x. For this one also we have another formula. Now actually in case of cos inverse cos x, range of cos inverse is 0 comma pi. Range of cos inverse is 0 comma pi. It means if this x lies in this range, lies between 0 and pi, then okay, directly you can cancel out. Okay, but if not lies in this range, then function is defined, but directly we can't cancel out. Okay, because value of sine inverse only cos inverse, value of cos inverse only from 0 to pi. So see, for example, cos inverse of cos 2 pi by 3, suppose cos inverse of cos 2 pi by 3. Now if I use the formula f inverse of fx equals to x, then cancel out, what we are getting? 2 pi by 3. At this time okay, because this is the value of cos inverse and range of cos inverse is 0 comma pi, and this lies in this range. Okay, this is belongs to 0 comma pi, not less than pi and greater than 0, so okay, no problem. But suppose if you cos inverse of cos 4 pi by 3, now we can't write cos inverse cos x equals to x directly. 4 pi by 3 we can't write. Why? Because this is the value of cos inverse, but cos inverse can give you a value only from 0 to pi, and this is greater than pi. This is pi plus pi by 3. So how can be this is the value of cos inverse? Okay, so this is not possible. Again it means for this one we have to remember the formula. Now actually yes, always take pi by interval. Okay, for 0 to pi you can cancel out, because that is in range of cos inverse. So for 0 to pi cancel out, what we are getting? X. Okay, then next one is pi to 2 pi. 0 to pi, pi interval, after that pi. Pi to 2 pi, then 2 pi to 3 pi, then 3 pi to 4 pi, 4 pi to 5 pi, like this one. Okay, pi to 2 pi. If there is x from pi to 2 pi, between pi and 2 pi, then answer is 2 pi minus x, 4 pi by 3. Okay. Then answer is 2 pi minus pi by 3. So it means like this one. If this is less than 2 pi, then 2 pi minus 4 x. Okay, so answer is, if you solve 2 pi by 3 you will get. So cos inverse cos 4 pi by 3 is also equals to 2 pi by 3. Okay. If this one is greater than 2 pi, then x minus 2 pi. Because cos inverse, range of cos inverse is 0 to pi. This is always positive. Okay, this is always positive. If in cos inverse cos x, if x is less than even multiple of pi, then that even pi minus x. And if x is greater than even multiple of pi, then that x minus even multiple of pi. It means like this one. This is 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, like this one. Okay. If x from 0 to pi, then directly value is x. Okay. For this one value is directly x. If x lies from pi to 2 pi, pi to 2 pi, then this can't be the value of cos inverse, because cos inverse always lies in the range from 0 to pi. Then in this one value is that 2 pi minus x. If x from 2 pi to 3 pi, it means greater than 2 pi, then x minus 2 pi. Okay. If 3 pi to 4 pi, then answer is 4 pi minus x. So actually how to remember, this is the formula directly. Okay, now I can't do anything about this one. Okay, I can only prove that yeah, okay, this is the correct and how we are getting this one. But how to remember? Remember one thing, for 0 to pi same as x. If x is less than even multiple of pi, less than even multiple of pi, it means 2 pi to up to before pi. Okay. If x is less than 2 pi or even multiple of pi, then formula is that even pi minus x. Okay. So if x is less than even pi, then even pi minus x. And if x is greater than even pi, 2 pi to 3 pi, then x minus that even pi. If x is less than even multiple of pi, it means 3 pi to 4 pi, then 4 pi minus x. If greater than 4 pi, then x minus 4 pi. Because cos inverse is always positive. Range of cos inverse is 0, pi. Okay, completely positive value. So if even multiple of pi is greater than x, then that even multiple of pi minus x. And if x is greater than that even multiple of pi, then x minus even multiple of pi. Okay, so remember this one. We will take example, but see how to write this formula. First one, if x belongs to, if x is, and also you can use this formula for 0 to pi also, no problem. Okay, now if x is less than even multiple of pi, less than even multiple of pi, it means if x is belongs to 2n pi minus pi to 2n pi. Okay, now it means any even multiple of pi, 2n pi. So before pi to up to 2n pi. Okay, now 2n pi minus pi, it means from this one to this one. So if x lies in this interval, it means in third and fourth quadrant. Okay, then formula is, if x is less than even multiple of pi, then answer is that even multiple of pi minus x. X is smaller than this one, no? This is the highest value of x. 2n pi is the highest value. Okay, then cos inverse cos x is always positive, then 2n pi minus x. And if x is greater than 2n pi minus pi to 2n pi, then now 2n pi to 2n pi plus pi, it means greater than even multiple of pi. Okay, na? 2n pi to 2n pi plus pi, greater than. Okay. If x is greater than even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus that even multiple of pi. This is the formula. Okay. Again, if you want proof of this one, then simple. First take this case, x belongs to this interval. Then find out that this is belongs to 0 to pi or not. You will get 0 to pi. Okay. Then write. You can write that cos x equals to cos of 2n pi minus x. Obviously, both are same. Then take cos inverse of cos x equals to cos inverse of cos 2n pi minus x. Okay. Now here we can't cancel out, because x lies in this range and this is not from 0 to pi, but 2n pi minus x, this is from 0 to pi, for this x belongs to this one. then you can cancel out at this side, then what we are getting, 2n pi minus x. Similarly also you will get this one. Okay, but proof is not necessary na, actually necessary thing that how to remember this one. Okay, so I am explaining by using example. Now see, first one, cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 4, cos inverse of cos 3 pi by 4. Now see, at this time if I use f inverse of fx, then f inverse to f cancel out, what we are getting, x, 3 pi by 4. That is okay, because 3 pi by 4 is lies in the range of cos inverse. Okay na, obviously this lies na in the range of cos inverse. Range of cos inverse is 0 to pi and this one is less than pi, so no problem. But when this is not lies in the range of cos inverse, then how to do? So see, cos inverse of cos 5 pi by 4. Okay, now 5 pi by 4 is not in range of cos inverse. Okay na, if you are cancel out, then what we are getting, 5 pi by 4, but this can't be the value of cos inverse, because cos inverse can give you a value only from 0 to pi and this is outside to 0 to pi. Okay, so this is not the answer. Then how to find? Just simple thing, identify this is near to, only check for even multiple of pi for cos inverse cos x. Okay, now check that obviously this is greater than pi. Okay, now check that this is less than 2 pi or greater than 2 pi. Okay na, this is near to which odd even multiple of pi? Obviously 2 pi. Before 2 pi we have 0 and this is not near to 0 na, because 0 plus 5 pi by 4 na. Okay, now check, this is less than 2 pi or greater than 2 pi? Obviously this one is less than 2 pi. Less than 2 pi na. If this one is less than 2 pi, then answer is 2 pi minus 5 pi by 4. Then if you solve, what you will get? 3 pi by 4, and 3 pi by 4 is the value of cos inverse. Okay, not possible. Also, if you want proof that for this one, I can use another way. See, cos inverse, but that is not useful always. 5 pi by 4. Okay, find the value of cos inverse cos 5 pi by 4. Pi plus pi by 4. Cos pi plus theta is minus cos theta. Minus cos theta, cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So, value of cos 5 pi by 4 is minus 1 by root 2. Now, find the value of theta from 0 to pi such that value of cos is minus 1 by root 2, that is 3 pi by 4. Cos 3 pi by 4 is minus 1 by root 2. So, again we are getting same value now, but always we can't perform in this way. Okay. So, remember the formula. Now, third example, cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 4. Okay. Now 7 pi by 4, again check only for even multiple of pi. Here we have only 2n pi. There is no need to check for odd multiple of pi. Okay, that is in sin inverse sin x. So again, now check this is less than 2 pi or greater than 2 pi, because either one thing na. Okay, and this is near to 2 pi. Okay, so less than 2 pi or greater than 2 pi? Obviously less than 2 pi. Less than 2 pi, then answer is 2 pi minus 7 pi by 4. 2 pi minus x. If less than even multiple of pi, then that even multiple of pi minus x. Okay, so again what we are getting? Pi by 4. Now fourth one, cos inverse of cos 9 pi by 4. Now this one is greater than 2 pi. If x is greater than even multiple of pi, then answer is that x minus even multiple of pi, because this is greater than 2 pi na, then what we are getting? Pi by 4. Okay, obviously. For this one, you can't write 2 pi minus 9 pi by 4. If you are writing 2 pi minus 9 pi by 4, you will get minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4 can't be the value of cos inverse. Nah. Okay. So, if less than even multiple of pi, then that even multiple of pi minus x. If greater than even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. And final example, cos inverse cos 10. Okay, find out for this one. First, 10 is 570 degree. Now check that this is near to 0 or 2 pi or 4 pi. Check only for even multiple of pi. 2 pi is 360. Okay, 4 pi is 2 pi is 360 na? Yeah. and 4 pi is 720. Now identify this is near to 2 pi or 4 pi. We have to decide one now, then we will take before pi or after pi. Okay. 360, if you want to add 360 plus what we have 110, sorry 210, 360 plus 210. Okay, and 4 pi is 720. 720 minus 150. Yeah, so this is near to 720 na. 360 then 720. Mid value of 360 and 720 is 540. This one is greater than 540. So we have to consider 720. Okay. So it means cos inverse cos x. This x is near to 4 pi. Okay. Only consider even multiple of pi, 4 pi. Now check, this is less than 4 pi or greater than 4 pi. Pi is 180 and 4 pi is 720. This is less than 720. This is 570 degree only. Okay. So if this is less than even multiple of pi, then answer is that even multiple of pi minus x. Okay, this is the answer. 4 pi minus 10. Okay na. So just check simply. Remember that we have to check only for even multiple of pi, and x must be near to even multiple of pi. It means before pi to after pi. Okay. So if x is less than even multiple of pi, then answer is that even pi minus x. If x is greater than even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. Okay. Okay. Now if you draw the graph of cos inverse of cos x. X axis and this one is y axis. Okay, suppose here we have 0, this is pi, 2 pi, okay, minus pi, minus 2 pi, and suppose here we have 3 pi. Okay. Now see, and this is the line pi. Range of cos inverse is 0 to pi na. Okay. So if x lies from 0 to pi, then we can cancel out. Then value of this one is x. Okay. I am drawing the graph of y equals to cos inverse of cos x. Okay. If lies in this interval, then cancel out what we are getting, x. Then draw the graph of x. In x, if you put 0, then 0. If you put pi, then what we are getting, pi. Okay, so this is the straight line. Pi to pi. Okay, after that, when x from pi to 2 pi, in next one pi by interval. Okay, and if you can't remember this one, if you can remember graph, then also okay, no problem, but remember this one. If pi to 2 pi, it means less than 2 pi. If x is less than even multiple of pi, then answer is that even pi 2 pi minus x. Now put the value. If you put pi, what we are getting, 2 pi minus pi, pi. Now put 2 pi. If you put 2 pi, what we are getting, 2 pi minus 2 pi, 0. Join them. Okay. This is it. This is x. This one is 2 pi minus x. When x from 2 pi to 3 pi, now x is greater than 2 pi. If x is greater than 2 pi, even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus 2 pi. Okay. Now put 2 pi, what we are getting, 0. Now put 3 pi, 3 pi minus 2 pi is pi. Okay. This one. And graph of this one is x minus 2 pi. Okay. Equation is x minus 2 pi. Now if you want in this region, minus pi to 0. Minus pi to 0. In this one, x is less than 0. Consider even multiple of pi. X is less than 0. If x is less than 0, 0 is even multiple of pi, na, then answer is that even pi minus x. Okay, so answer is 0 minus x. So what we are getting? Minus x. Graph of minus x is like this one. Okay. Now minus 2 pi to minus pi. Now x is greater than minus 2 pi. If x is greater than minus 2 pi, here this is complete now. If x is greater than minus 2 pi, if x is greater than even multiple of pi, then answer is x minus that even multiple of pi. Okay, so what we are getting? X plus 2 pi. So answer is x plus 2 pi. Now put value. If you put minus 2 pi, what we are getting? 0. Now put minus pi. Minus pi plus 2 pi is pi. So we are getting this one. Okay, like this. So this is the graph. Again you will get same graph up to minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, for this one minus x here greater than minus 2 pi, so x minus minus 2 pi. So just simply, if x is less than 2 even multiple of pi, then that even pi minus x. If x is greater than even multiple of pi, then x minus that even multiple of pi. Okay. Now last tan inverse, tan x, then for sec inverse, cosec inverse and cot inverse we have repeating thing. Okay, can I have? Now third one. Tan inverse of tan x. Now this one is simple. For this one we didn't have two value. For this one we have only one value. This is always equals to x minus n pi. This is always equals to x minus n pi. Okay. When x belongs to n pi open interval, n pi minus pi by 2 to n pi plus pi by 2. For this one, things are simple. Just identify that x is near to which multiple of pi. If x is near to pi, then x minus pi. If near to 2 pi, then x minus 2 pi. If near to 3 pi, then x minus 3 pi. This one is easiest. Okay, for example, tan inverse of tan pi by 6. At this time I can cancel out, because pi by 6 is lies in the range of tan inverse. Range of tan inverse is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and this lies in minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, so cancel out directly. Okay, second, tan inverse tan 5 pi by 6. Now we can't cancel out, because 5 pi by 6 is not in range of tan inverse. Tan inverse range is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and this is greater than pi by 2. Then apply the formula. Formula is x minus n pi. X minus n pi, when x is n pi minus pi by 2 to n pi plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, it means near to n pi. Now first identify this is near to which pi? Pi. This is pi minus pi by 6 now. Pi minus pi by 6, it means this one is near to pi. If this is near to pi, then for finally answer is x minus n pi. Answer is x minus multiple of pi. Okay, so just how to check? Simple. Remember one line. Identify this is near to which multiple of pi. Okay, this is near to pi na, then answer is x 5 pi by 6 minus pi. So what we are getting? Minus pi by 6. This is the answer for this one. Tan inverse of tan 3. Now 3 is near to pi. Pi is 3.14. This is 3. 3, it means 57 degree into 3, and pi is 180. Okay. So this is near to pi. Near to pi, then answer is 3 minus pi. Tan inverse tan 4. Now check 4 is near to pi or 2 pi. First 4 is around, 1 is around 57 degree. Okay na? Approx value of 1 is 57 degree. Consider 60 degree. Then 60 degree, then 4 is 240. Okay. Pi is 180 and 2 pi is 360. Now obviously this is near to pi. Okay. If near to pi, then answer is x minus pi. Okay. Tan 5. Now 5 is around 285. Now 285 is near to 360, not 180. Okay. It means near to 2 pi. If near to 2 pi, then answer is, always answer is x minus n pi. If near to pi, then x minus pi. If near to 2 pi, then x minus 2 pi. If near to 3 pi, then x minus 3 pi. If near to 4 pi, then x minus 4 pi. Okay, this one. Any problem? No. Thank you. So we have to remember the formula for, first for sine inverse of sine x, cos inverse of cos x, and tan inverse of tan x. And this one, if x is near to odd multiple of pi, then answer is that odd pi minus x. Try for 1 or 2 days, you will get. Okay. If x is near to odd multiple of pi, then answer is that odd pi minus x. If near to even pi, then x minus that even pi. If x is less than even multiple of pi, then even pi minus x. If greater than even multiple of pi, then x minus even pi. And in this one, always x minus n pi. Okay, just subtract that multiple of pi for which x is near to that. Okay, so if x is near to pi, then x minus pi, near to 2 pi, then x minus 2 pi. Okay, if near to n pi, then x minus n pi. Now graph for this one. Pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, like this one. Okay, suppose. Now range of tan inverses, I am drawing the graph of tan inverse of tan x. Range of tan inverses minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So first I am considering this interval. For this interval, tan inverse to tan cancel out, what we are getting? X. So just draw the graph of x. If you draw, then you will get like this one. Okay, but pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 is not in range now. Okay, so here you will get white hole. Why white hole? Because you can't put x equals to pi by 2. If you put x equals to pi by 2, tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 is infinity. Pi by 2 is not in range. Range of tan inverse is open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, open interval. Here we have pi by 2. And here we have minus pi by 2. Okay, open interval. Also in domain there is no pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. Okay. Now take next interval, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. In this interval, x is near to pi. X is near to pi, then answer is x minus pi. Put pi by 2. What we are getting? Pi by 2 minus pi, minus pi by 2. But again, pi by 2 is not in domain. So white hole. Okay. Put pi minus pi, 0. This is in domain. Put 3 pi by 2. Every odd multiple of pi by 2 is not in domain. Okay, na? Because tan is not defined. If you put 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2, what we are getting? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 but not in domain, so white hole. Okay. Again join them. And equation of this one is x minus pi. This is x. Similarly for this one near to 2 pi, then answer is x minus 2 pi. If you draw the graph, then you will get like this one. Okay, so this is x minus 2 pi. This is also same. Open interval x plus pi. Okay, like this one you will get the graph. Okay, if you can remember the formula, there is no need to remember the graph. Okay, because any time we can draw. So can I rough? So simply For fourth, fifth and sixth, directly write down. Fourth one, cot inverse of cot x. This is also same as tan inverse of tan x, x minus n pi. There is only one difference. Actually, tan inverse may be negative, no problem. But cot inverse can't be negative because range of cot inverse is 0 to pi. Okay. So here x always must be greater than n pi, not near to n pi. Okay. But formula is same, x minus n pi. For all x belongs to n pi minus pi to n pi. Okay. So actually for this one, what we have, if x is greater than pi, okay, then n pi to, x belongs to, x is greater than this one now, always x belongs to n pi to n pi plus pi. So if x is greater than pi, then x minus pi. If x is greater than 2 pi, then x minus 2 pi. If x is greater than 3 pi, then x minus 3 pi. Okay. But you will get questions for sin inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse. Fifth one, cosec inverse of cosec x. For this one, just remember only one thing, that similar, same is sin inverse of sin x. Okay. And sixth one, sec inverse of sec x is same as cos inverse of cos x. Okay. Now remember, just learn the formulas for sin inverse sin x, cos inverse cos x and tan inverse tan x, and practice